Hey, it's Angella Sharpe with STL TV. Now, I'm here at Forest Park. Did you know that this opened up in 1776 and it has 1,300 acres in it? I'm going to take you around to show you some fun things you can do with your family and friends throughout the summer. Let's check it out. Come on. Really cool, fun thing over here at the Visitor Center. You can borrow a basketball with just a driver's license or student ID while they're open. And the courts are open until 10. So it's a lot of fun. You come over here, I'm gonna throw my ball over here to Andrew. Andrew shoots and he does horrible, but that is okay. It's okay because we are here to have a good time. But how much fun is this? You can come in here and play. You don't have to invest in a basketball. Andrew definitely can't invest in a basketball. It's really not going well for him. But that is all right. We're out here to have a good time. Come on, Andrew, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Andrew. Andrew, you're letting everybody down. Let me also let us down. How about that? Boom! I caught up with Dominik Jansky, the Director of Communications and Marketing here at Forest Park Forever. Thanks for joining us. I know we kind of ambushed you today.
That's all right.
Thanks for joining us. What can you tell people who don't know anything about Forest Park Forever? What would you say it is in a nutshell?
Well, we're the nonprofit a conservancy that helps take care of Forest Park with the city. So we depend on member donations, and we're part of this community turnaround that has helped make Forest Park come back from a place that was kind of in disarray at one point, and now it's this great place that draws 15.5 million users per year.
Well, we were talking about some of the fun facts of this park. 1,300 acres is huge.
Yes.
So that's a huge park. What can people find on this park?
I mean, we like to say you can find everything. I mean, there's, of course, there's the cultural institutions like the museums and the zoo that really draw people in. But half of those 15.5 million visitors are using the outdoor spaces. So you've got the basketball courts right here. You've got a waterway that takes you through nature, through the entire course of the park. You've got the woods, great places to just, sit back and throw a blanket down for a picnic. Of course, bike and run around like 30 miles of paths and trails. So just all kinds of things you can do, whether you want to exercise or whether you would just want to take in a nice quiet day in the city. We've got the basketball courts right by the visitor center. We have racquetball too. You can check out a racquetball, check out a basketball. So that way, if you're just coming to the park for other things, but the allure of wanting to shoot some hoops is there, just come in and say hello and we'll let you have a ball.
What is kind of one of maybe your favorite things about Forest Park?
I think really just the way it brings so many people together in different ways we see people coming in using the playground. We've got great events like the Muny or the History Museum's Twilight Thursdays where people come for a concert and food. So it's just this great community hub, gathering place. No matter what you're looking for, you'll find something here.
There has to be a reason that you wanted to get involved with Forest Park Forever, to work here. I mean, other than obviously it's a job, but why is this passionate for you?
I think you see what it does for the community, and also the people who are involved with it are so passionate about it. Our donors are so passionate about making a great space for St. Louis. And when I was a kid, my mom brought me out here to bike around the park, so it feels special in that way too. And I just love hearing everybody has some kind of story like that of when they first discovered the park.
Absolutely. For me, it was the Great Forest Park Balloon Race when I was about 5 years old. So, and that's still going now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of those traditions that happens every year right here in the park.
Yeah, we're filled with all kinds of traditions, and you see the seasons change and see people looking forward to those moments. And
at baseball fields, you got plenty of people that play like slow pitch softball or baseball on the weekends. Yep. How do you make sure that people know? I mean, there's so much to know about Forest Park Forever. How can people find out more, find out what's going on?
We have lots of info on forestparkforever.org, and we have an online calendar that has events that are happening around the park. So that's one way, and of course on social media, we're always spotlighting parts of the park you might not know about, and so that's another good way.
That's a perfect way. Is there anything coming up maybe in the month of June that you feel like people should make sure they remember?
So June is, we're entering the busy season where, The zoo will have special events, art museum will have special events. At the end of May 31st is a play day in the park where it's just a free day to get kids out. We have lots of partners joining for that, so that's right before June.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that'll be right by the visitor center too, with the Magic House and tons of other partners. So, and yeah, just any day come to the park or check online for our calendar, you'll see something happen.
I love that because you can make your own fun here. There's plenty of places to make your own fun. Are they still renting paddle boats?
Oh yeah, paddle boats, canoe, kayak. My kids first learned how to canoe here in Forest Park because there's no current, so it's very easy to stay stable.
Right.
But yeah, people do stand-up paddle boards there and all kinds of things and have a bite at the boathouse. So.
I love it so much. One more time where people can find out that calendar and your social media channels.
Yeah, forestparkforever.org, and our handles are Forest Park Forever on social media too, so you'll see what's happening in the park.
Definitely need to check it out. There's so much fun happening here in Forest Park. My favorite place here in all of Forest Park is none other than the Muny. I used to come here all the time with my papa, and I still come even though he's no longer with us, and it is so much fun. It is the nation's oldest and largest outdoor musical theater. Get this, in 2025, the Muny is winning the Regional Theater Tony Award. What an awesome honor. Their season kicks off June 16th and runs through August. You may recall a couple years ago, we got to go dance and hang out on the stage of the Muny with then President Denny Reagan. Let's take a little look back at the fun we had there. You started here when you were 16, kind of on cleanup crew, correct?
Yeah, it was on cleanup crew. That's exactly right. What we would do is we'd come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, we'd clean up the theater after the performance the night before, get out of here before the sun got too hot, hopefully by 9 or 10 o'clock, and that was the first job I had.
Now, I don't want to go too far back, but you did mention you were a gopher. And during that time, you drove some of these famous people that were here on the Muny stage to and from airports and things like that, correct?
Yeah, I did.
So do you have any good stories for us about somebody that you drove that was like really nice? We love the nice stories.
You know, almost everybody's really nice. That's what's amazing. Yeah, I drove Sonny and Cher. That was kind of interesting because I was a kid growing up in South St. Louis, and their rider required that they be driven around in a Rolls Royce, which meant I got to take that Rolls Royce to South St. Louis on that one evening, because they were only in town for one evening. Liza Minnelli I've driven around. Jim Neighbors was interesting because I picked him up at the airport, and You're Too Young, but he had a show on in where he used the term golly, and that's what he said when we drove. He said, "You can't drive on the stage." I said, "Yes, we can." We drove on the stage, and he looked out at this audience.
Oh, I love that.
He said that.
I am reliving all my childhood fantasies up here on the Muny stage. So I always wanted to be like talented in some way, and I'm not. So you can dance with me, and since it's a cloudy day, a little Annie. The sun'll come out tomorrow. I am losing it. This is me singing on the Muny stage. I do have to thank former President Denny Reagan for taking us on that tour. He also, in true fact, was my papa's friend, and it's weird to see a Papa friend statue out here, but it's really cool. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to talk to the new president, Mr. Coleman. But right now, there's more to see in Forest Park. Come on, let's go. You can't come to Forest Park without talking about one of our most famous attractions. It's the free St. Louis Zoo. How much fun is that? They have so many things going on all summer long, including extended hours on Prairie Farms Dairy Summer Zoo Nights, which is so much fun. There's a lot going on here. 2 summers ago, we actually hung out here at the zoo, had an adventure of our own. My favorite part was the sea lions. Check this out. Well, let's talk about that sea lion show, because I took my niece and nephew to it last year, and I'm telling you, my nephew, who is 10, still talks about that sea lion show because he was able to catch a frisbee from the sea lion. So That show was very popular.
Yeah, we've been doing that for years, and in fact, we've had sea lions in the collection since I've been here. This is a newish arena. I've been here for 32 years, but a relatively new arena for us. The show is always really popular. It features California sea lions. Again, for the most part, they're displaying natural behaviors. Throwing a frisbee, not so much, but that's kind of the one-off. Generally, they're just demonstrating natural behaviors, and there's a nice conservation message in there as well about plastics in the ocean.
Even the animals, of course, right here in St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois, everywhere, right here on the Mississippi. I'm talking about something we all see too much of, and I'm talking about litter.
You can see what's behind me. It is the Jewel Box, and the Jewel Box is really cool. It was built in 1936. It's only $1 admission, but get this, on Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 to noon, it's totally free. And pretty soon, it's going to be filled with beautiful, beautiful flowers. You got to check it out. We're currently on the golf course, but there's plenty of trails. I'll show you one in a minute. There's over 6 miles of trails here. The paved ones for rollerblades, bikes, the gravel ones for walkers and joggers. It's so much fun. I'm not real good at it, but it's a lot of fun. Well, hello. I love showing you another iconic building right here in Forest Park. Of course, the Science Center. Their big event this summer is Pompeii. This Pompeii is going to have exhibits that were not there the last time it was in town. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. Plus, you can do all the fun things you normally do. Use the radar detector, see how fast people are going, build the arch. It's always fun over here at the Science Center. Cover half of the awesome things that are here inside Forest Park. We didn't even cover the Art Museum or the History Museum. There's just so much to see and do here. You can go to forestparkforever.org for an interactive map and some calendars and other things for inside the park, but you have to make your way on out here. Put it on your calendar for this summer with your friends, family, or you can do it all by yourself. It's so much fun. That's going to do it for this show, but keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.